In the headlines, a warning to food vendors to utilize biodegradable packaging this carnival. CARICOM Secretary General addresses unrest in Haiti and Venezuela as heads meeting wraps up in St. Kitts. And Flor Dominica reaffirms its commitment to Dominica's carnival celebrations. I'm Andrea Louis with the Channel 5 News. Back with the details after this.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evil.
Red cheese, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you are.
Big girls don't scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive.
There's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evil.
Thank you for staying with us. First up, Mayor of Roseau, Irene John, has issued a stern warning to vendors to invest in biodegradable food packaging material for the rest of the carnival season. Julian Morris has more.
John was speaking at the weekly Mass Dominic press conference organized by the Dominica Festivals Committee on Wednesday. Effective 1st January, a ban was placed on the importation of styrofoam and single-use plastic food packaging material. However, there is a 6-month phase-out plan for vendors to gradually begin using biodegradable food packaging material. The mayor is advising vendors to get on board with the use of biodegradable items, as it will be much safer for the environment and less strenuous on the city council employees.
We're supposed to be using the biodegradable materials, which when they fall in the gutter, you throw them on the road or in the gutter, and in less than no time, if a little water and so it will dissolve. We should give the council less work in cleaning up the gutters and to clean up the drains and so. This plastic, they get into the drains, they get into the culverts, and they're stuck here. And later on, the problem is with the council to clear the gutters. And then people will be talking about blocked drains, and Roseau is flooding, and there's so much flooding, and there's so much stench in the city. But it is caused mainly by the type of material that we use to drink from and to eat from.
John says the use of biodegradable food packaging material is not just for the benefit of Roseau, but for the entire country.
Let me appeal to the vendors out there and to the persons responsible for selling those materials to please invest in the biodegradable materials and stop using the plastic containers, which is causing a lot of problems for us, not only in the city, but island-wide. Because after our last ravage of Maria, the sea was covered with plastic materials. The drains were blocked with plastic materials. And it took a lot of work, a lot of time, effort, and energy to clear those ravines and to clear the gutters.
Plant and animal materials are biodegradable, while plastic items are not.
In other top stories, Dominica's leading telecommunications service provider, Flow, has reaffirmed its commitment to Mass Dominic 2019. Marketing and Corporate Communications and LEAP Ambassador for Flow Dominica, Ferdinand Frampton, says the company continues to take a vested interest in Dominica's culture and carnival celebrations.
Traditionally, we come in as a headline sponsor. And although we do not have the headline sponsor status this year, we are still very happy to be able to contribute financially and in kind to Dominica's overall carnival celebrations as presented by the government of Dominica, the Discover Dominica Authority, and as executed by the Office of the Dominica Festivals Committee. So we are indeed making a financial contribution, and we are supporting in kind as well to Dominica's overall carnival this year.
Among the events and initiatives supported by Flow are the Calypso competitions, Amnesia Costume Band, Asa Banton, Pulse Costume Band, Signal Band, and For Old Time's Sake.
Club Bird, we are also supporting Club Bird for their t-shirt band this carnival season, the Rotary South and Punch, as well as Carnival Malcase that will be presented post-carnival by Kyrie FM. In addition to that, we're also providing some prizes to some of the other activities that have already taken place, including the Mass Jamboree happening this evening. So as you can see, Flo is very much involved in Dominica's Carnival for 2019.
And now for our Featuring Our Future segment, which introduces the second half of a group of 8 students from the Goodwill Primary School competing for the Calypso Crown on Thursday. Channel 5 News had an opportunity on Tuesday to meet all 8 competitors. They spoke of their songs, what inspired them, the messages behind them, and their hopes of winning. We brought you the first 4 in Tuesday's newscast. Let's meet the final 4.
Lightning bolt.
Yes, sir.
Was dangerous, man. Why?
So because the song is about like all children troublesome and what they just do and when they playing and things.
So the message you want to send is what?
So it's like when she like make children play herself because, but you also have to watch them because you don't know what they will do.
Child protection?
So it's about.
Go on.
So it's about like people like to hear children playing, like like when they're crying, like let them play.
You want the kids to be happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you happy?
Yes, sir.
I picked the name of my song Go to School because I love my school. It's like the best school I know, and the teachers, they are friendly and they take their time to teach children.
Mighty Brown Eyes. Does that have anything to do with somebody we know?
No.
You have brown eyes, right?
Yes.
That's what I'm asking. Did you just come up with it because you have brown eyes, no?
Yes.
What's the message? What do you want to tell people?
I want to tell people to, when their children grow up, to send their children to go to primary because that school is the best school I know.
Okay, so basically you're saying Goodwill Primary is the best.
Yes.
Okay, you ready for Thursday?
Yes.
How's the practice going?
It's going great.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you.
The message is that if your child don't want to go to school, they have to go to school because they have to have education is the key to success. So they have to have education so that they can grow up to be successful.
So have you learned your song well yet, thoroughly? You know the song now?
Yes, sir.
You ready for Thursday?
Yes, sir.
You ready to give your colleagues competition on Thursday?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you.
And I brought that message because for these young girls and boys, they have to be clean and tidy because their tidiness and their cleanness control their beauty. And if you're not pretty or you're not tidy, they wouldn't respect you on the road and they'll start laughing at you.
So it's a message of taking care of yourself.
Yes, miss.
You ready for Thursday?
Yes, sir.
Big competition?
Yes, sir, I can win that king.
You're winning that crown?
That crown, I mean.
The other competitors which were introduced on Tuesday are Lionel Langley, Mighty Leo, song Jack Spratt, Ojaro Filbert, Mighty Kai, song Bullies, Alicia Abel, Lady Bell, with her song I Am Dominican, and Adaya Esprit, Sweet Daya, song Careful What You Do. Thursday's competition starts at 2:30. Dominicans are being promised a mix of incentives expected to stimulate the economy under a United Workers' Party administration.
The United Workers' Party says these measures, which include emphasis on agriculture and shipping, are all part of an overall plan to grow the economy by more than 6% a year. The party's leader is also promising Dominicans an increase in the minimum wage.
We will create a new, sustainable nature island economy with agriculture, tourism, renewable energy, information communication technology, the cultural industries, and the water industry as the major pillars. We will grow the economy by 7% per year. We will create 12,000 new jobs by 2025. And we'll increase the minimum wage and old age pensions by no less than 50%. We will restore livelihoods and bring back regular income to families in the farming communities of Dominica. This means we will enact legislation and regulations to legalize, grow, process, and export cannabis and cannabis-based health and wellness products. We will provide agricultural inputs and farm labor financial assistance grants to farmers to boost output of a range of high-value products for export. We will purchase at least 2 refrigerated vessels to transport Nature Island branded primary and processed agricultural products in the Caribbean. We will provide low-interest loans, financial grants, and appropriate fiscal incentives to tourist service providers and manufacturers for refinancing, refurbishment, and expansion of their establishments.
The UWP has also promised a state-of-the-art international airport. In its latest report, the Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean, ECLAC, predicts that on a country level, Dominica is seen leading regional growth with a 9% expansion. Local economist McCarthy Marie has noted that this projected growth would be mainly due to the post-Hurricane Maria construction boom, which Dominica is currently experiencing. The ECLAC report does not paint an entirely rosy picture. The organization says while Caribbean economies will grow by 2.1% in 2019, it also indicates greater uncertainty internationally.
You are watching the Channel 5 News. Stay tuned for more after the break.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evil.
Red cheese, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you are.
Big girls don't scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive.
There's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evil.
Welcome back. Unrest in 2 of the Caribbean's hotspots, Haiti and Venezuela, drew the attention of CARICOM heads during their 2-day meeting this week. CARICOM heads concluded their 30th intersessional meeting in St. Kitts on Wednesday.
Principal among those has been the efforts to secure a peaceful resolution of the crisis that has engulfed our neighboring country, Venezuela. Our heads of government have had 2 emergency meetings earlier this year to find a way forward in that regard. We are acutely aware of the consequences of any alternative solution, and with our like-minded partners have stressed the need for an internal and meaningful dialogue without which the situation could become disastrous. The community maintains that the solution must come from among the Venezuelan people and abides by the internationally recognized and accepted principles of non-interference, non-intervention in the affairs of states, respect for sovereignty, adherence to the rule of law, and respect for human rights and democracy.
Ambassador LaRocque says the situation in Haiti is also cause for concern.
The deaths and violent confrontations that have marred protest actions are highly regrettable. The community reiterates its call for calm and a cessation of the violence and appeals to all involved to engage in constructive dialogue to respect the Constitution, the rule of law, and democratic processes so that issues can be resolved in a peaceful atmosphere and allow for the return to a state of normalcy. CARICOM stands ready to assist in any way possible to end the disturbances which are destabilizing the country. The shadows cast by these issues cannot detract us from a path that will advance the CARICOM single market economy, improve regional transportation, and maintain our security architecture. Progress in all 3 areas is critical to strengthening our integration movement and, importantly, to improving the lives of the citizens of the Caribbean community.
A multifaceted relief package for Dominicans, which includes but promises to stretch beyond Hurricane Maria relief. That's what the leader of the parliamentary opposition promises his party intends to keep in its quest to form Dominica's next government.
We will ensure that there is fairness, equity, and proper accountability, and no political interference in government's housing assistance program. We will broaden government's home assistance program to include a one-time financial grant to deserving single-parent tenants who suffered loss of house contents during the passage of Maria. We will allow duty-free entry of essential building materials for 1 year in the first instance. We will expand the portfolio of the Minister of Kalinago Affairs and amend the Carib Act to meet the needs of our Kalinago brothers and sisters. We will restore primary health care systems and upgrade our tertiary health care systems. The state will pay the tuition of all the sons and daughters of Dominica attending the Dominica State College.
And a short film displaying one of Dominica's traditional carnival elements to be showcased to the public this week. Osei and the Masqueraders is a short film written, directed and produced by Dominica's prolific playwright Alvin Bully. Anita Bully, wife of Alvin Bully, who herself is involved in media production, says the feature film on Dominica's carnival tradition received good reviews overseas.
It was launched at the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival and played to some very appreciative audiences. It was one of the few feature shorts that was done at the festival. Most of them were short documentaries, but this was the only feature, one of the few feature shorts that happened at the festival. And we got some very good reports from the people who saw it.
Bully says the film, which was shot in Coliho, features the band Mauvais and utilized the residents of that community to act in the film.
It features one of our traditional art forms, and a lot of people don't know the history of the band Mauvais and the whole changé aspect of the band Mauvais, because if you know Coliho and you go to see the band Mauvais, the people do not know who is in what costume. What they do, they go into the hills, they go into the backyards of somebody else's home, and they change. So when they are masked, you don't know who it is. And the fun of it is also trying to discover who is behind that mask. And it's a very interesting thing. It's one of the few retentions, African retentions that exist in the Caribbean today, and only in Dominica.
Osei and the Masqueraders will be shown at the Alias Française de la Dominique at 6:30 and 8 p.m. on Thursday. To end the news, the headlines again. A warning to food vendors to utilize biodegradable packaging this carnival. CARICOM Secretary General addresses unrest in Haiti and Venezuela as heads meeting wraps up in St. Kitts. And the Flor Dominica reaffirms its commitment to Dominica's carnival celebrations. Feel free to contact us at news@marpin2k4.com. You can also access our past newscasts on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the entire production team, I am Andrea Louis, and to all of our viewers around the world, thank you so much for watching. Join us tomorrow.